In this clip, we'll move through a side plank flow to build lots of strength for our shoulders and our upper body. Remember to honor your body and really tune into the signals it's sending you, and just do as much as you can, and if you need to, just back up and do the previous exercise until you cultivate the strength to, build up and move a little further. And see whether you can find a little awareness of how and why your body moves and behaves in the way it does. So you can slowly again start to find that ability to move back into alignment, move back into health, and a little quicker, a little more often as well, not just in your practice, but throughout your whole day. So let's start in downward facing dog. Take a moment to tune in here, finding a little energy with your hands and feet pressing down into the mat. And as always, any movements that feel good, go ahead and take them whenever you need. All right, so inhale, reach both heels up at the same time. Exhale, round your spine, rock forward into your plank. Big inhale. And as you exhale, shift back into your downward facing dog. And once more, inhale, lift the heels up nice and high in your hips. Roll your spine forward, shoulders above your wrists, press your hands down, and then reach back into your downward facing dog. Now hold here for a few moments. Really find that length in your spine, maybe bending the knees a little or a lot to find a little more length through the lower back. You may feel that in your hamstrings already. Now inhale, rock forward into your plank again, and simply place your right knee down to the floor. Spin it out to the right, maybe about 90 degrees here. Spin the back heel flat, and then set up your right shoulder here for a moment. So roll your right shoulder out, your right arm, hug it back into the socket, find that openness in your collarbones, and lift your left arm up. Maybe stretch it back a little, find a little stretch for the chest. So the hips want to be somewhat right on top of the right knee here. Spin your arm or your palm towards the front, stretch it above your head. Maybe look down, maybe gaze up. And if you want a little bit of that deeper stretch, a little bit of a back bend as well, slide your left foot back off the mat. Gaze over to your hand, and then slowly come back into your plank. And shift back into your downward facing dog, just to stretch your arms above your head. Stretch it out a little. And then rock forward once more. Come back into your plank. Place your left knee down to the floor. Lift up through your right hand, your right arm. Set up the shoulder here on the left side. Stretch it back. That's it, nice. And then spin your palm towards the front. Reach your right hand away from your right foot. And here as well, if you need a little bit more, slide your right foot back off of the mat. And a little stretch. And then slowly gaze down towards the mat. Place your right hand down. Step back into your plank. Take a full big breath in. And with your exhale, shift back into your downward facing dog. Now, if this side plank stretch we just did was already a little difficult here for the shoulders and your hips, maybe your core as well, and that mobility that comes with moving into that position, I invite you to just repeat this a couple more times and take rest whenever you need to, and slowly cultivate that strength to build up and move a little deeper. So we're going to move into our side plank now, modified side plank. So take your right leg up. Bring your right knee into your chest, step your right foot forward. Maybe help it along with your right hand here. Place your left knee down for a moment. Now let's set up our shoulder foundation once more. Plant your left hand down, roll the left shoulder out, hug it back into the socket. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back and reach your right arm up. Now once you've got that connection, keep it. Lift your left knee up and pivot onto the outer edge of your back foot. So pivot the back heel to the left, wriggle your right foot halfway, and then lift your hips up. Nice and strong through your arms here. Keep engaging your core and reach up, lift up through your core. That's it. Now as you exhale, to move a little deeper even, bring your left hip down or bring your hips down towards the floor, a little dip. Just 3 times. And don't be tempted to sink into the shoulders. Keep that connection. Place your right hand back down, step it back into your plank. 1 full breath, and exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward into lunge. And again, set the right knee down, plant your right hand, roll the shoulder out, squeeze the shoulder blades together. A little of that squeezing in, hugging in towards the midline. Then spin the right heel down towards the floor. Wriggle your left foot halfway and reach your left arm up. So find that energy lifting up, but stay nice and strong, rooting down through that foundation, through your right foot, your right hand. And find your dips if you want to go there. Lift up through the hip. Slowly place your left hand down to the floor and step back into your plank. And reach back, stretch your arms above your head, downward facing dog. Now take that deep inhale again. Reach your right leg up behind you. Bring your right knee into your chest, step it forward into your lunge. And find that foundation straight away with your left hand, left shoulder. Pivot onto the outside edge of your back foot. Wriggle your right foot either halfway or maybe extend your right leg all the way. So stack your feet right on top, maybe in front of each other. And then lift your right arm up. So nice and high in your hips. As you exhale now, guide your right hand underneath the left. Squeeze it out. That's it. And then inhale, reach your arm back up. Exhale, squeeze it out. Inhale, stay really strong in your left shoulder here. Exhale, guide it underneath. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, simply place your right hand down to the floor and reach back into your downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Inhale, reach your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. And straight away pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot. Come halfway with your left leg or extend your left leg all the way, lifting up through the hips. You really want to find that engagement in your shoulders. Hug your arm bones back into the socket. Now as you exhale, guide your left hand underneath. Squeeze it out. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, squeeze it out. Inhale, coming up. Exhale again. Last one. Nice and strong. Press your feet down, press your hand down, and then step back into your downward facing dog here. Shift it back. You're going to find a little flow here. So as you inhale, reach your heels up. Rock forward into your plank. Place the knees down. Move your elbows in towards your waist. Come halfway. And then press it back into your downward facing dog. That's it. So hold it here for a couple of breaths. And slowly start to wriggle your feet together. I'm going to come into a full side plank from here. So jump forward or rock forward into your plank and pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot, on your left foot. And then lift up through the hips here. Reach your right arm up. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can always lift your right leg up here as well. And stay extremely strong in your left leg here, left foot. The outside is pressing down. And then place your right hand down to the floor and straight away pivot onto the outside of your right foot this time. Again, find that energy moving down through your right foot and down through your right hand to lift up through your core, to find a little lightness here in your body. Maybe stretch your left arm above your head and then come back into your plank. And reach back into your downward facing dog. And that's it. And again, just take a couple of breaths here. And then place your knees down to the floor. Knees together. Just bring your arms by your side. Drop in, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And if your head doesn't comfortably touch the floor, maybe just make a couple of fists, a little tower with your fists to rest your head on. And just completely relax here. Then come to sit up. Let's go for some shoulder rolls here. Shoulder rolls forward and back. And let's stretch out the neck a little. So take your left hand to your right ear and then press your right palm down towards the floor. So you're moving in two directions or stretching in two directions. Direct your breath into the neck and then gently change sides. Right hand to your left ear and draw your left palm down towards the floor. full breath here. And slowly release. Then interlace your hands behind your head. Look down. Relax your elbows. Let your arms kind of drop down a little, but keep a little resistance up into your hands. So you don't want to collapse into your neck here. And to come back up, just gently, very slowly, press your hands and lift your head up again. Relax your arms by your side. Sit nice and tall. I hope you enjoyed the session. Well done. Namaste.